Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you all, wherever it is that you're joining us from. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Track and Field Talknet coming to you live from Tokyo. Welcome to day number 3 recap. How are you all doing out there, everyone? How are you doing today, Xavier?
Well, fatigue, lack of sleep. I'm on Tokyo time, so I have to figure out how to get back to 860 time zone because track and field tend to do this to us every time it comes around.
Every
So
time it comes around.
so we're trying to make sure we are on the correct time zone. So you're cutting into sleep time because we don't have any morning session, so we should be sleeping for the evening session. So let's start talking, Latoya, because
Let's start talking. Welcome, welcome, everyone. We are happy to have you joining us today, to this night, this evening, this morning, wherever it is that you are in, and wherever it is or whenever it is that you will listen to this rebroadcast. We are happy to have you with us. It is a privilege and an honor for us to be here with you as we celebrate our athletes, as we celebrate the sport that we love, as we go through the sport that we love and do what it is that we love. So, just a friendly reminder for you, we ask that you go on over, if it is that you have not yet follow us on our Facebook page. We ask that you go on over and follow us on our Facebook page to help us to grow the Facebook page so that we are able to continue to do what we do here. We are happy for those who have been with us. We are actually 2 years old and we are happy and we are growing. So we want you to continue to grow with us. And if it is that you have not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, we ask that you do so. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. We do look forward to have a conversation with you. And also, if it is that there is something that you'd like us to speak on or find out for you, you can also send us an email or you can go into our inboxes and drop us an inbox. We definitely will respond and action that as we go along. But welcome to day number 3 as we recap this day that has been completed in Tokyo. Let us get on to the business because there's a lot of things that happen in day number 3. And let us just go right into it and shoot over into it. Day number 3 for us all started with the women's 400-meter hurdles. We saw that happening, and we saw the excitement, as we would say, that went on in the women's 400-meter hurdles. Well, as we are aware, for Jamaica, on the Jamaica side, we would have basically been informed earlier on that we would have been without our national champion, the two-time it is or three-time bronze medalist in Rochelle Clayton. I can be corrected, but because I don't remember exactly. So therefore, we had two ladies or other two ladies go up for that in the women's 400-meter hurdles. Two-time. Thank you so much for that correction. When that started, we basically would have seen 5 heats happen for the women's 400-meter hurdles, and it would have been the first four that qualify and the fastest four into the next round. In heat number 1, we saw definitely, of course, the defending champion in Fenke Ball of Netherlands coming through for the win in 53.75. We saw Florenzo of Italy coming through for second at 54.67. We saw Van Den Broek of Belgium, 54.70, and Adeoka of Bahrain, that's
Bahrain.
Bahrain, right? 55.15, qualifying through to the semifinals. I think that first heat came through basically what it is that we expected. It lived up to the billing because we expected for the defending champion to have eased our way into the semifinals easily, and therefore that was a good thing that happened. In heat number 2, we saw Anna Cockrell of the United States, 53.63, and our own Anjanette Knight coming through for second, 53.74. Also being there with them was the Poland athlete, 54.54, and Ledak came through for 54.86. That was also an expected semifinals for me, for the ladies who came through in that semifinals. As is, I expected Anjanette Knight to have done the billing along with Anna Cockrell, so that was a good ease. In heat number 3, we saw Jasmine Jones of the United States coming through with a season best in 53.18. We saw Emma, 54.15. We saw the Norwegian athlete with 54.65 and Elena Keleti of Germany 54.74. Again, that was a semifinals for Jasmine Jones to have glided her way through, and it was a good one. In heat number 4, that was heat number 3. In heat number 4, this was a really good heat. We saw, of course, the multiple national champion, also world record holder at one point, in Dalia Mohammed of the United States, gliding her way through over those hurdles in 53.80, and our own other athletes in that, Cheyenne Salmon coming through with a season best 54.21, Gianna Woodruff 54.60, and rounding out that was Rebecca Saroto 55.11. And in fifth place, actually, Sarah Carley of Australia got the small qualifier via 55.24. Heat number 5, we saw Alice Muraro of Italy with a personal best, winning that in 54.36. Emily Newham of Great Britain, 54.59. Jayada, China, with a personal best of 54.63. Then we also have Van der Walt of South Africa 55.32. And therefore, that was the women's 400-meter hurdles for that session that rounded off that session. Xavier, what was your viewpoint of those ladies?
Nothing surprising. We expect all the athletes delivered how we expect them to return. Um, easy round, as we said. Get the dust off, see where you at in championship, and take it round by round. Um, Nothing surprising from the heats, and we're just looking for the semifinals to come along.
To come along. Okay, great. Then immediately after that, early this morning, as we said, it's morning time for Jamaica and the United States, except that if it is that you are in Tokyo, you would have been experiencing that their times. We moved right into the men's round and their qualification. We also got that in that Jamaica had three men going up for a place in the semifinals, and we will take you through what happened. In likewise, as the women had five heats, and four qualifying via qualification time and the four fastest. We saw the same for the men. In heat number one, we had Samba of Qatar, 48.03. Donovan Terry of Great Britain with a personal best coming through for second in 48.26. Chris Robinson of the United States for third, 48.27. And our first athlete who ran in the heat was Malik James King, coming through with a season best of 48.27 for fourth, holding that down greatly and doing his best to come through. Heat number two. Xavier, did you actually saw that race? I wanted to comment on that.
Didn't watch the race. I think I missed that early one. But well done to Malik James King. I think um, he's developing into a really good hurdler over the 400 meters. And when you realize when you finish the roundup, he's the only Jamaican standing, left standing.
Okay. For me, he glided over those hurdles this morning very comfortably. As I said, it was a really good one for him. He came through in that of having a season best time with the 48.27. He looked comfortable. He looked well relaxed and well composed. And I felt like after he realized that he was in fourth position, which was a qualifying position, he just kind of just continued to glide and bring his health home, which was a really good one for me. It was really good watching him. Yes, Sandy, I agree with you that Malik ran a really good race, a really calculated race, and he ran his race. So for all season for me, also Malik has been, chiming down on those season best times, and therefore, what a way to chime down on another season best time other than being in the heat. So that was
you,
really a good
you,
one. Very tactical.
you know what? With Malik, Malik showed up at more meets than normal. He ran. He developed his skill over the season, and it can
Over
that
the
it can
season.
show. I mean, it's too early to get into it, but this is what race sharpness come to. This is what when you take the time out to race, you can develop your skill. I call it develop your race personality because
Develop your race personality. I like that.
far too many times athletes race sparingly.
Zevin, I'm not hearing you clearly.
Hold on, let me.
Yeah, I'm hearing you now. I'm hearing you
Okay,
now. Go
far
ahead.
too many times athletes race sparingly and not develop that personality or develop that tactic to deliver when it's necessary. And we can see some shape and some form of it. And the ones that put in the work and the ones that are mentally ready for this championship, you see them going through the rounds.
Exactly. Mentally ready. That word mentally ready is been used a lot in these championships. But I mean, athletes are coming forth with that mental thought space. So It's something good. We move on to heat number two. Heat number two, we saw Basim of Qatar, 48.43. Alistair De Santos coming through with 48.48 in second. I felt like Alistair De Santos just gave us one of those gliding the parks race this morning to just qualify and to know that he was in a good space. We saw Owe Fischer of Germany, 48.81 for third, and also rounding out the qualifying space, we saw Matic of Slovakia, 48.92. Notably to mention that Carol McMaster of
British Virgin
British Virgin
Islands.
Islands actually did not um, get a qualifying time or qualifying space in that race. He was a part of that race, and therefore he will not move on to the semifinals. In heat number three, we saw our own Asin Wilson running in that heat, and he also did not come through for a qualifying space. However, that heat was won by Matheus Lima of Brazil, 48.15. We saw Abakar of Qatar again, 48.34. We saw Carsten Warholm, Norwegian, 48.56. And I'm not so sure. Carsten looked kind of unsure and unbalanced and out of it. He just didn't look like himself for me in that one. Then we saw Berkeley of Turkey with a season best of 48.68. That's what happened with heat number three. Good night to you too, Auntie Joan. It's great having you with us. Good night, Douglas. I know you are here because you're going to be talking about your baby. But before we get there, you said both Malik and Rashawn made the semi. So we're moving into Rashawn's semifinals,
Yeah.
heat in short order. Rashawn,
No,
ghost of the past.
correction. He said both Malik and Rashawn made the semi. Rashawn didn't.
No, he did. He did. He got through.
From
He got through. I think
no,
he
he
did.
didn't.
Yeah. All right. So let's continue. Oh, he
No, he
didn't.
didn't.
Oh, sorry. So we are now in heat number four. So Douglas, he did not get through on that. Heat number four had he was in heat number four. He ran fifth in his heat, 48.83, and that was not good enough at this moment for him. That heat was won by Roy Benjamin in 48.15 of the United States. We saw Emil of Germany, 48.33. We also saw Entwink of Botswana with a personal best of 48.54. And going with them, rounding out the field, was Gerald Drummond of Croatia, 48.81 for a season best. And actually, Gerald Drummond tipped Roshan Clark on that line and got that 48.81, and Roshan got 48.83. The thing with Roshan at that point in time was that, you know, he was just looking over and it just he looked at the wrong side. But I do think, Xavier, that he did get through. But we can move into the semifinals just to make sure. But I do think he
Oh yeah,
did get
yeah. I
through.
didn't see the. I don't see the small cues, but I can check for you.
Right. His name. Sandy said his name is on the list. There was a small queue
Okay.
beside it. So Douglas was saying that Malik and Rashawn made the semi. Rashawn, ghost of the past, hated him today, where he used to slow down at the end of the race. Today he thought he was in and was edged out of an automatic qualifier. I agree. The look aside thing for Roshan got him, as I said, the ghost of his past, because he looked aside to the left side and not realizing that the Croatian athlete was on his right side and he was definitely coming. Um, However, he also, I felt like
Yeah, he did get you. Yeah.
he brought back the ghost of his past, whereas he was thinking about which leg to lead from coming off the curve. I always say that that is one of Rashawn's issue, and I saw him doing that this morning. I really hope that he will correct that and go back to the Rashawn that we saw last year, where he was just doing it and just attacking the hurdle as it come and not being concerned which leg to lead from, whether it be the left one or the right one, because it has been something that he was struggling with before. But I saw that he corrected it then, and even in this season, he did correct it. So I hope that him just get out of the thought of trying to think which one should come. So that's what rounded up for the men's 400-meter hurdles for us. And that's how the men's 400-meter hurdles went. We saw the qualification for the men's long jump. Listen, I am excited. I am really, really, really excited about the men's long jump. I'm really excited about it because we had three men entering the men's long jump, and I would say that our men delivered this morning. They gave us a reason to be late for work. I only hope that, but they gave us a reason to be late for work this morning because they were on show. Listen me, they were on show this morning. I mean, we had two groups happening, and from group A we saw Tenta Glow. I always have to stop and like visualize his name in my head in order to call it. Glow jumping 8.17. I mean, Glow jumped that one time and just angered the business. 8.15 was the automatic qualification mark for this. And Glow just jumped one time, bam, and he was good to go. Our guy, Nikolai Williams. I mean, a lot of persons are not aware of who Nikolai is or who Nikolai, where he's coming from or all of that. But welcome to the black, green, and gold. Thank you so much for flying the black, green, and gold flag for us. We appreciate you. We thank you for putting yourself out there and taking the opportunity that you got when you came to trials and do what you do, so that we were able to say, hey, there is someone else that is a part of this that can be in this. Wouldn't you say that, Xavier?
Um, is pretty good. The unknown, but he's really good. For I pulled it up when I realized that he's quick over the 100 meters, he's quick over the 60 meters, and he's a long jumper. So you should expect really good things from him. And one of the things that I realized that he brought his coach with him. His collegiate coach is there with him. So that's a good thing. You know, when your collegiate coach travel with you to championship, you realize how special you are and how they want to make sure you're developing the right way. And I think that that final jump, I think he can go further. I think he will go further.
I am happy you brought up the fact of his coach being there with him. Whether it be that he only went there just for him, it's a good thing. Also, one of the things that I saw is that the coach that is in the Jamaican camp was still also able to give him
Instruction.
instruction, and he was able to take it. This morning I said that one of the good things this season, J3A, selection committee, whomever,
Did well.
president, the administration got right, because I'm
The
hearing
field coach
I'm hearing the field athletes talking about this, that the training camp that happened, they were able to get or take something from the coaches that were there, or are the coaches that are there. And I love to hear that. Last year we heard something different. This year we're hearing that. I love to hear that. I love to see that. Kudos to you, J3, on that. Kudos to the athletes who decided that, I am going to go to the training camp which allows us to be able to hear them saying, I am able to do this. Right? So I am happy to see that. I'm happy to hear that. Sandy said we expected Kiri to have made the finals. Kiri was jumping in Group A, and unfortunately, Kiri did not jump a qualifying mark or jump a mark that was at the point or at the place to be able to give him the opportunity to get there. He jumped 7.86. That was the best mark he was able to jump. I'm not sure what transpired, what went wrong, where I don't know. But this time around, he was not into the finals. But again, I am still excited and still happy that even though, one year we had all three in Kier McLeod, Tajay Gale, and also Wayne Pinnock being in that all three. And I mean, that was a battle of the podium for Jamaica. And even though we don't have all three moving into the finals, we have someone who has stepped up to the plate and said, I can contribute to the black, green, and gold also. Whether it be that I win the gold or not, I can. However, in his interview, he says that is what he is here for. He's here to put it down, lay it down, and be there amongst the podium. So kudos to you, Nikolai. Welcome. We have now someone else to cheer for in the space wearing the black, green, and gold. And I'm happy to cheer for you too. Once you're repping the black, green, and gold, you have my support. Good night to you, Drew. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Yes, that year we had Wade Pinnock, Tajay Gale, and also Kiri, but now it was it was Kiri, Tajay, and Nikolai, and Kiri did not make it out. We moved to the Group B, and we saw Jeremiah Davis of Group B in that list, but then our own Tajay Gale, the former world champion. Like, I love saying that, Tajay, before we even go this, welcome back. I want to say that, Xavier. Welcome back. It's been a long while. I've seen this Tajay. Since Tajay became the world champion and got injured, we weren't able to be privy to seeing this Tajay. And I mean, Tajay first jump wasn't a foul jump. But Tajay first jump, Tajay was so far away from the board. He didn't even come close to the board. And again, I saw, even though his coach is one of the fields coach, saw him giving him instructions to correct it and to, tell him you need to go up on the board and get it right. Don't play with this. That was his exact word. Don't play with this. And I was smiling this morning when I saw Caroline Ricketts say, don't play with this. And then, boom, on the second jump, Tajay literally gave us that Tajay that inch his feet right on the board. He was just a few little marks away from the edge of the board and jumped his best, which was 8:28 this morning to be going into an automatic qualifying spot. Then we have Leske of Spain jumping 8:21, which was a season best for him. Something to note is that at the end of this qualifying round, Tajay Gale and Nikolai was going into the finals with the top two jump. But then again, we know 10 to go, 10 go. We know Mr. Tenny, he knows what to do, but Tajay also knows what to do. But I'm happy that we have two men into this. Is there any night talk about everything?
Well, well, you did. I like the idea that Tajay is listening to the coach. I like the idea when he said make the adjustments. He did make the adjustments, and a little bit, a little bit. Maybe I'm not the technical part of it, but Tajay had to use all the runway to get that jump this morning. I think he'll go back to the drawing board tonight and work it out. How can I get this? medal. How can I get gold? And Tentelu, that him, he can be beaten.
Yeah, man.
And realize he can be beaten. Don't give him that last jump though. Depending on how it's set up, I think Tajay get to choose when he jumps. If it's served right, Tajay doesn't jump first. So I think he chose when to jump, going in to leading based on how it works. So let him jump before you. Let him jump before you.
But I don't remember I don't remember exactly how it goes. But maybe O'Shea can tell me how it goes in terms of
Um,
the jump order. I don't remember exactly, but it is somewhere along your line. I think it's the first the leader goes
they
last or something
Yeah,
like that.
they change it around because the leaders normally go first and put the mark out. That's why they
Right, because
always got beaten.
Sentinel went
All
first this morning, jumped the one jump and just stayed right there and just decided not jumping again.
No, you don't
Um,
need to jump again.
right, because he got the qualifying mark.
Yeah,
Um,
descending order.
right, so
So
right,
Tajay will end up go last.
based on that. So Tajay
Yeah,
will go last and Nicola will go second to last because
yeah,
and that's a good thing. That's a good
yeah.
thing.
Because the
Good.
years before he went, they got the chance to see everybody jumping, which which not bad.
But I tend to
Um,
Tenny always strive for that something they do. Me know that Tenny always strive for it. Tenny always just come and just get a one jump, then a last jump, then just take it everything. But Tenny
I think
tonight, we are tell you.
I think that's where we get another two medals tomorrow. I'm hoping for those two medals. Colors. It looked like we're gonna hear the national anthem again. If we're getting two medals, one of them are the national anthem. Me stop call it goal, me call it national anthem.
The prior as I call it. This morning was awesome.
I don't like the setup. Me not like it. Me know every championship do everything different. Me really know. Me
So
no
you
warm.
know that
Me
when
no
you get
warm up. Yeah, me no warm up to the not the ceremony. Me no warm up to it. My personal thing though.
oh I get you.
Me no
Cause
warm up to it.
cause it's not
More
in
you, more you for being in a stadium. When you hear it echoes around the stadium, that's what we expect. And
and
that,
Japan
I mean,
and Japan need little our prior
yeah, we kind of spoil, but I kudos to them to be different.
they're always
I,
different though, for true.
I understand that they want to be on time and TV rights and stuff, so you have to move it somewhere else to keep making the
But at
money.
least them short though. At least them short. At least them short. So Sandy agree with you and said she don't like it either. Howard said the medal ceremony is not attractive. It is
Yeah,
not. Because
yeah.
I saw a video when Tina mom, I mean, and then they have a bag of people. I mean, I don't even know if
Bag of
people.
people. No, so it's two ways to get money. You can pay for the medal ceremony or pay for going to a stadium. Guys, two different places, It's two different
Here them
places.
to be done, here to be done too much now.
It's two different places. They're outside the stadium on the roadside, hanging out. So
Me
it
could
kind
just
of
say, sir.
it come like a
Take them and beat them a little bit. What was
it
I saying
come like
that?
a it come like a street dance. It's a selector. That's what it looks like a street dance. It look like weddy or pasa.
Like a closed off party. Howard said him really sorry that Kerry never made it. B he hasn't been consistent this season. Yeah, something about Kerry never that cut this season for true. It just never that cut. Never that happened. For me for true either. Douglas said it's in COVID, the medal ceremony wasn't in the
Yeah,
stadium.
but we could have understand that. That's an exception.
But them never
But the
have
point,
nobody in that stadium for
you
anyway.
never
Everybody
that.
in that stadium in time there too. Me must say paper made people them did have in that stadium. A paper made people them did have in that stadium. No,
COVID,
this morning,
we don't put. COVID wasn't a championship that we can compare anything to because it
No,
was
but this
done
morning,
differently.
Devian, me I gotta tell you the truth. Me the things that some paper made people them did have guy front lesson to be thrown.
A Chinese people, that's all. I mean,
Hello, Tokyo is still
next,
happening.
Tokyo still happening. They might ban me.
Tokyo is still happening.
They
Um,
might ban me.
yeah, please,
But
Tokyo.
but but Kerry, the only disappointment is Kerry.
O'Shea said he reported that he's injured.
Okay, so O'Shea, and this
O'Shea,
you
me I
see
go and
because
ask you one question after the year about that
you
stuff,
see
about that
you,
statement there.
you see because it's an individual sport, we tend not to be critical of stuff. If it was a team sport, we're gonna beat the team. Cause if Jamaica play bad, we're gonna tell you which one of them play bad and where they should have come off and who they should have played. But it's an individual sport, so we have to be mindful of the athletes. You see that injury story there? Me stop by it. Because me can't tell my boss that me injured now come to work tomorrow. Me have to show up same way.
Hey, beat bad over here, do you know? Anya is asking, good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for those who are just joining. No award no reach there, so yet no award no reach there, so tonight me go and put it right there. Don't reach there yet. What coming? I come.
Award me did say it and me did want to look back for the clipping when me did say it and
No
put it
award. I
said
coming
me.
right there with that. 1 second. Let us finish dealing with these men, right? Anya, was the melon ceremony in the stadium or
It was
outside?
outside. It was
It was
outside
outside. So
because events were still going on.
Sandy
And I
said it's an interviewing ceremony and Tina was not feeling it. Me never that feeling either. You know me say it feel like say some paper people.
might as well them did pay on cartel. Did I just done right there so when the when they give the medal again cartel or by the roses or something something
Hey, you
or
sit
on ding
on
dong
internet people
or
with
on
beat
ding dong
hard
or a
and
ding
some
dong.
stuff. Okay, O'Shea said, but he did his best under that circumstances. Xavier, new coach and battling injuries. But
O'Shea,
O'Shea, let me ask
O'Shea,
O'Shea one.
no, all let me answer O'Shea. O'Shea, I understand. New coach battling injuries. Wouldn't it be fair to give somebody that is a fully 100 to go compete? I'm just asking. I know
Not necessarily. But then
we
nobody
know.
else, but Xavier, nobody has stepped up to the plate. Remember, we had a championship.
Yeah.
And at the championship, what you do is what we choose from. What you give
At,
us at the champ.
at what point he was injured because he was jumping good times, good jumps in Diamond League. The last Diamond League him jump farther than that, O'Shea. So at what point him get injured?
Maybe he got injured after.
No,
Remember,
no,
injured.
hold on there, O'Shea. Take the me take hold on. Me take the new coach. Me take the injury part, but now put the new coach in it. Can him just make money.
Remember, say not getting the money. Him not
No,
get the money
Diamond.
yet.
No,
He
but
don't get the money same
hold
time.
on. Him not get the money same time, but he made it. He has a paycheck coming.
All right, make we move on. If it's coming and getting it now at the same time, is not. I'm going to do a notably mention before we continue because we never spoke about him. I think we missed him. So just we're now gonna expound with us our game. He got injured at the Diamond League finals.
Okay. Thanks for the clarity.
All right, so Xavier have to beat him bad. Again, when as we are wrapping up this after the Diamond League, yeah, he said after the final at the Diamond League he got injured. So wrapping up this school.
But Sandy said there was an alternate for the long jump.
Um, kudos to Nikolai and Tajay and all the best. Keep it up. Do what you guys got to do, and we cheering with you. Notably mention is as an athlete. Good night, Toffee. Welcome. Toffee said, as an athlete, you feel as if you owe it to your country and family. So if they said they are injured, then we should support them. Xavier didn't know that he was injured, and Xavier was asking at what point was he injured, based on what he had seen, especially at the Diamond League. But he was told that he got injured at the Diamond League final and said, okay, he would take that. So based on that, kudos to him. A lot of us was still looking. for him to come through. So we are educated on the fact of what was happening. Notably mentioned right here.
No, hold on there before you go on, Latoya. O'Shea said there's no alternate in Tokyo. But if you are injured before the Diamond League final, your alternate will go because you'll have reported that you're injured.
But but he came still and did something though. It was just not um the qualifying standard. And even though it was not the qualifying standard, if he had jumped up a point or some meters that would have allowed him into the finals, then he would have been in there. So don't take anything away from him. Thank him
No,
same way
we're not taking
for what
anything
he
away
has
from him.
done. Notably mentioned at this point that we missed, I think in day number 2 or one of those days, is the
Day number
men's
2.
high jump. Day number 2, Mr. TikTok boss himself. Hey, listen, I realized that I missed Romain making the final on TikTok. TikTok boss himself, Mr. TikTok boss, dancing him way into the final. You want to see him. So kudos to Romain. We will definitely be watching you tomorrow into the finals, dancing your way up to the podium, Papi. Dancing your way up to the podium. See there? And I'm here as a TikTok boss. You want to know anything about Romain Beckford, the men's high jump finalist for Jamaica, the black, green, and gold that has been carrying that flag and swinging that flag very high? Check him TikTok. Him laugh every time we call him TikTok boss. TikTok boss himself. Tuffy said Julian is a good example. She hurts herself during the 100 and warm up, and the team didn't want her to run, and she wanted to run. And I feel like she hurt herself even more by doing that. But definitely, Tuffy also says that Romain. I picked Romain to get one of my 12.
Yeah, people I get 14 medal. I saw a medal count this morning and I saw 14. So people have high
So
hopes.
how much you gonna to your 12, Tuffy? So we're gone 3 medal already. So those 3 you're gonna to your 12, which leave you
I'm
with
not there
9.
12. I'm not there 12 no more.
Him gone 3 out of 12. Well, yeah.
And him lose. How much him lose?
O'Shea says he was taking it easy for qualification and then late all out for that finals, but it didn't happen. That's life. Yeah, for true. All right, so we continue the day 3. Definitely now, we'll move to the big boss. Come on. Track and field
It's
partnet. Congratulate. Listen. Our 2020.
So can I go first? Let me go first. Yeah, stutter. You see, until him set the bar at 6.40 and start put 1 centimeter upon it, I'm not gonna comment on his world records anymore. I know what he's doing, and we all know what he's doing. It's a money
Debian,
making. So
you
listen,
can't.
Lata, let me hold on, let me explain myself. Don't stop me. We know what it is. So when they say he break another record, I'm not fascinated by it anymore because it's a deliberate ploy to make money, and I'm not knocking him for it. But that excitement over breaking the record, there's no excitement in it because he can jump really higher than what he's jumping right now. But he's doing it in increments. That's what it is to make money. And that's fine. But that excitement of breaking records, no, put it through the door. We know he's going to do it in increments because come next year, he's going to add only 1 centimeter to it again and jump over it. And that's okay. If you make money, make him money. But forget exciting. That excitement about he's breaking the record again. Take that excitement out of it because
Well,
he's doing it in increments.
well, me, I'll take excitement because me can't drum not even one. 6:30 up in that ear? 6:30 up in that ear?
You can go further.
Well, until him go further, me take what me get. No,
No,
6.
no.
No, I'm
It's
just
six.
saying until he goes further, I still celebrate him. So I'm saying
No,
because I'm just saying until he goes further, I would want to say congratulations to you, Mr. Armando De Plantes. Collect the 100,000, collect the win money also along with that, and collect the money what our him go. Puma or Adidas, collect the money also when your contract with Adidas or give you for break it. Collect it all you can collect it. Collect it, collect it, collect it. You can carry come and teach you how to save it if you don't know how to do it. And I'm sure you know how to do it. Collect it. Collect it, collect it, collect it. And that me as a Xavier.
No,
This is the finance part of it. Collect it.
no,
Oshay
you know
said,
what? You know O'Shea, and I'll read it, O'Shea. I know we've been down this road already. He's the life of the sports. I watched it this morning, and I commend the competitors that pushed him because
but
they were
but
jumping.
but to get to
No,
6:30, he didn't jump 6:30 in one go, and that's why that is what excited to show that he himself is not even quite sure that
he
that's
was
what
at he was at
a tree
6:29.
bought him a tree
Yeah,
bought him three bought and jump it.
I know, but then it's not like it is further than what he did a few
No,
weeks
no,
ago.
no. Then hold on there. Look here. 660, 661.
I
Oh,
think,
Douglas, same thing. Puma change the contract. Where's the Douglas? Because we are broke it too.
yeah, man, it's a change. Them soon rethink
2025
it.
is the most he has broken in the world record, though. 2025.
15th, yeah, yeah.
No, man. No, it's total overall, maybe that, but
It's
2025,
15.
2025 is 5.
No, I know. I never said the total overall is 15. Listen,
All right, and I'm saying 2025 is the most he has broken it. Because him got 2, him got 3, him go back at 2, him go back at 3, 4 or 5. Yeah. Well, take him money, papi. Take it, because I not get none. Take it. Take it. You like what Elena did? Elena did this. Elena Isimbaye.
no,
Elena
she
Isimbayeva, man.
in Pretty Eyes did the same thing.
You're talking about
Lankovic,
Blanca Blanca Blasic, man.
yeah.
Hey, those people make you want to watch them something here. Yeah, man.
The sixth clearance was really clear. He can go way higher. Thank you, Mr. Howard Brown.
Yeah, man. Oh, I don't know him can go where I collect him money. Somebody have to collect him money somewhere, somehow. Somebody have to collect him money. The Diamond League or World Championship can I give out 100,000 for broken world record, and every time nobody now collect it. So if somebody can collect it and bring it home and make them have to find another 100. Me just I said, collect it.
Tuffy says
Collect,
good marketing move for himself and the sports to choose
collect
the
the money.
system.
Papi.
Lies uses different mind games and mouth. Line
Hello.
not no one has celebrate
No,
like
call him
it's
no what I'm saying.
okay. Mr. Lordmouth celebrate like a him win the gold medal this
We
morning. He
finish
must
100 meters, we finish
no,
one.
but no.
We
This
finish
morning,
one. We're talking about Mando the
this
Planted.
morning, this morning should have
He was
be
just being a sportsman.
no be humble enough to know that it's not his moment.
The best jump is 6 meters, right? He doesn't want to rush away too far from his chasing pack. So bit it by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit. What were you guys watching? He barely cleared it. For me to him barely clear that. Me thinking that will come back down on the last, but on the cleared one. But congratulations, sir. Yeah, I want to assume that you went to school and did some business course. Collect the money. Collect the money, papi. Collect it. Collect it. Polva was very exciting to watch. Was never a fan of it, and I was glued during the finals. Go man, hey, look here, no man. All of them races here, all of them something and become a sprint. Me see people that die for marathon, a deep for marathon. I can't deal with it. Mando the
The
Plantis.
marathon this morning with the guy with that was a full out sprint. The 10,000 we didn't speak much about it, but the 10,000
Spiritually blessed. The lady
see
gave him the phone. She asked him the phone to
no
come get
him
it.
need to humble himself. It's not
No,
his moment.
everybody that
It's
stood
not
on
his
1 second.
Latoya is not his moment.
But everybody that stood on the bronze medal stands, they are the
And
person
the
who was given the
photographer.
phone. They are the
You
person who
see?
was given the phone for that. What it is that I would agree with you is that when him bring out the anime, oh, yo,
Yeah.
but we're not discussing that. I was
Anything for do
wondering,
with Noah,
O'Shea,
anything for do with Noah you stay away from. But anyway,
what
we're not
O'Shea, I
discussing
was
that.
wondering if it is that I could have, played the clip that I took on my TV of when the national anthem was being played and hearing it. But I'm so afraid. So that's why I would have showed you guys the lovely thing. The black, green, and gold look really lovely standing there on the goal post and on the second part of it. It's just a matter of time before is 1, 2, 3 right then and there. But he monitored our position perfectly well. We move along, and I saw that I won't stay right there long enough because I know. Let Noah, oh God, Noah is a gamer. Such a sweetheart. He speaks a lot. I agree, but Noah is Noah. Kishane
Tobago
said it.
again beat him.
Kishane said it. Kishane said it. Noah is Noah. Everybody just have to be what they have to be. Just have to be. We just have to be. And stop. Shall get to beaten though. We move right along into the 110.
Now, come on, Jamaica. Got them hot for the wife.
We move right along to go into the 110-meter hurdles. Oh my word. Oh, this was awesome to watch this morning. For me, this was really awesome to watch. We had 5 heats, and it's the first 4 of each heat and the fastest 4. Heat number 1, we saw Dylan Beard coming through with 13.28. I'm going to turn on animator. Heat number 2, we saw Mr. Chen from China, 13.39. Sasha Zoya with his bandage was really scary to watch for me. It was really scary to see him, all strapped up, reminding me of our own. Her name is in my right on the tip of my tongue, and Kerika Hill, when Kerika used to run with bandage right over. It was really scary to see Sasha Zoya hurdle with his hamstring being wrapped up. But he came through for third in 13.43, and Mr. The Santos of Brazil 13.52. That was a good one, even though it was scary. Heat number 2 saw Jason Joseph of Sweden, yeah, 13.27. The French guy, 13.27 also. We saw Mr. Tharp of the United States, 13.28, and Mendy of Singapore, 13.33.
Senegal.
Eh?
Senegal.
Senegal.
Senegal is an
Senegal.
African, yes.
Senegal.
Yeah.
Learning something. No, remember something I'm just bright. Anytime Blake gets the phases of the 100 right, he's gonna be trouble. I definitely agree. Me forget the last part of it right. Definitely.
When he made a false start, we complain. No, him not false starting can't win.
Yes, so I
No,
forget something. I forget. I have to fix it. I have to fix it. He has to fix it. Him stop
take
false
away his
start because
strength.
imperfect. Him stop false start because the coach perfect the start. Um, and we're grateful for that. So now we need to fix the end. 100 meter running on a 60. 100. Yeah. Alua Godjanel is just dark. Alua Godjanel is just dark and downright bad mind for them mind. Bad.
O'Shea,
All right.
O'Shea, no, hold on. O'Shea, the world is a it is a spear. It goes around and comes around. So we just
The
got to
word
be
that's
very
the word is
careful.
a circle.
A spear.
Okay. All right. Heat number 3, we saw our national champion. Me feel I think about it. What Jesus? National champion in Orlando Bennett, 13.20. Really looking fluid and well composed, well ready for the matchup, like him, well ready for the game. I was really excited to see him. Really lovely watching him this morning. 13.20, wonderful. Well done to you, Orlando Bennett. We saw Mr. Matthew of France, 13.25, And also we saw Simonelli of Italy 13.25 with the Japanese athlete 13.29 rounding out that heat. Heat number 4. Heat number 4 had the Princess the knockout champion, if I my memory served me correct. It had Prince, the Mario Prince of Jamaica in that, but that heat was won by Mr. Enrique of Spain in 13.22, Zhu of China 13.28, Cordell Tinch of the United States 13.31. Also, the Mario Prince won in 13.31. That race was exciting. I loved it for the Mario Prince. I thought he can go faster, and also, once him get him composure right, he can do some things, and move right along into that. Howard said, all him know the American them never look good. We're gonna get right into that right now because heat number 5 was where the little hiccup happened. Heat number 5 had Tyler Mason in that. And Tyler Mason. Tyler Mason came out the victor in heat number 5 with a season best of 13.17. The Japan athlete 13.22. Chinese athlete Zhong Lu 13.23 as a personal best. And Grant Holloway narrowly in fourth, 13.27. Howard said the Americans never look good, and I so agree. Grant looked like a figment of himself. Again, we know that Grant sometimes crumble under pressure, and that was one of those moments for me. I don't know what's happening with Grant. Grant hasn't really been running all season, also. But Tyler Mason, great run, great execution, composure, everything. Tyler, congratulations. I'm saying congratulations to Tyler Mason because I remember Tyler came third. Persons were saying we need to move out Tyler and put in the next man, next big man. But again, as we have spoken here, opportunities come, arises, give it to the athletes and allow them to show or allow them to dismiss them own self. Tyler, kudos to you. Good going with your 13.27 this morning, 13.17 this morning for a season best. Congratulations to you also, Tyler. Orlando kind of shocked me this morning. He's not usually consistent. I mean, like how him look this morning. Yep, this season kind of, step up the game and living a consistency of life. And me like that him give me one bullseye focus this morning for sure. O'Shea said Xavier and its personal versus professional matters. Who she involves with has nothing to do with her track career. She has her time and decides her future. No one needs to leave her. No, we need to leave her alone. The ungrateful Jamaican people them need to leave her alone. The Mario
Well,
Prince can do damage too. I do believe how he looked very damaging, and I just want them to glide over same way into the semifinals and glide right over into the finals as we go along. Tuffy Rudy said, I have to be honest, I like Noah, not just not just for his marketing skills, but as a father of a beautiful black girl. I admire the way he treats one of our own. Um, Tyler looks really good in the heat. Very true. Really, 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 really good. And angry business. And I like that for him this morning. It's sad that if the big man wasn't injured, I doubt Tyler would be there. Why? We would never know because a lot of person expected Hans Parchment to have, you know, dominated or be able to have made the team, and he wasn't there also. Time does changes things, and if we don't allow persons to get an opportunity, we won't be able to see some of them. We will just consistently be seeing the same persons over and over. So I am game for I am game for giving others opportunity, and when he comes back and do what he knows to do. Yeah, Xavier.
Um, Still too early to call. Love the first round.
Okay, love the first one.
Stu- I love the first round. Come show up. Um, Finals for me, Prince only.
Prince only.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I guess based on where we have them in the semis, why you're maybe thinking that. But I don't share your sentiments. But it's yours. I leave you with that. Howard said, "I confess I am one of them. I didn't trust this team for the men 110. They are proving me wrong though. I am happy that you are able to confess that you are one of those persons in the doubt on the doubtful side. But as we said, we're gonna give everyone who gets the opportunity, and we just rally behind them and give them our support, which is what we can do. Spiritual said, I feel really bad for Daniel this morning. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, people. We're gonna get there. Replying to spiritual bless. Spiritual bless, I like many of us who are bashing him. Okay. I would want to think that bashing him is bashing Noah. Hurdles is one discipline me nah make no bet on. Definitely. It is one of those disciplines, especially the woman one. We're getting there. I think we're there now. Are there someone there? We're there, so. We're there, so, right,
Yeah,
Xavier?
well, I give them the semi-final blow by blow.
Oh, Jesus.
Let me do it. Let me make you be the let me be the host, because you won't shut up. So the women 100-meter hurdles, heat number one. And because Latoya now come off of heat number one, let me reverse the order. Heat number three. We start at heat number three. We have Masai Russell. We expected her to do what she's supposed to do. 12:42. Daniel Williams, 12:44. And Charlton, I think she ended up qualifying also out of heat number three as the fastest finisher.
So
Heat number two.
let us just take Daniel Williams, heat one, heat number three. Uh, both of them in Masai Russell for me. So you said you be the host and I'll be the talker. Not a
Yeah.
problem. I'm
So
game
what
for
what did you think of Daniel run?
Daniel for me did what Daniel always does. Show up to the line and do what she knows to do, and that is just get herself where she needs to get herself. I expected for Masai Russell and Daniel Williams to have come out of that, and I must say in that heat, Daniel kind of did anger Masai, but it's what it is. So that's that for me.
All right.
Devon Charlton did come out of that also, so we can move on to heat number two.
Heat number two. Um, I want to say something first, and not because we're fast forwarding. Toby Amazon, a warrior in her own, a warrior. I call her a warrior with everything that she been through. So Toby went through, came through the heat number two with Visa.
We work with the times here.
Yeah, the horse, I'm the horse. Toby Amazon, 12:36, and Nadine Visser, 12:45, coming out of heat number two. Your take on heat number two, Latoya Clark.
It's what it is what it is should have been. It came out the way it should. Toby Amusan looked really good for me in heat number two. Really composed, handled that, and looked like say, yeah, my thing this, I'm back at it again. So Toby did what she needed to do. Nadine Visser, yeah. the third fastest, the third one, ranked third, number three in the world at that point in time. Yeah, Duarte, he number
We
one.
had we had no. Don't do that. Where you rushing
Oh, but
to?
we will reach each number one. Sorry.
No, no. We had Amoy Brown, and we have to give kudos to Amoy Brown to making the semifinals. Um, we expected Alicia Johnson to represent a little bit better to make the final, also coming out of a strong US contingency. Um, Heat number one, Grace Stark, Kabunji, Akira Nugent. Time 12:37 to qualify. Kabunji 12:44 to qualify. Akira Nugent didn't make it out of this heat or did not make it to the finals.
He number one
Oh, heat
was
number.
not.
Go ahead.
He number one was not what I expected. It did not live up to my billing. Because I actually had Akira Nugent and Grace Star coming from heat number one. For me, heat number one, I actually had it the other way around, even though I know that um, Kabunji has been doing good. But for me, I expected Akira to have done what she needed to do and send Kabunji in the waiting area. Instead, Akira ran 12:6 and was sent to the waiting area. Being sent to the waiting area from the first heat, we saw that it did not work for Akira Nugent. Akira Nugent is our national record holder in 12:24. And in the finals, we saw the national record winning the finals in 12:24 in somebody that the world did not expect to win it. And um, that is what hurdles does for people. We, especially this crop of female hurdlers, them change like how people drink water. And a lot of things is going around as it relates to Akira Nugent. And I am going to put my 2 cents to it, and I hope that persons don't think of any disrespect to my thought space. And that would be, I was cautioned to be as nice and subtle as I can, but I just have to say it because it is just too much now. We see a lot of persons saying Akira is the Asafa Powell. Akira has the Asafa Powell spirit, or she's a choker. All of those stuff is going around, and I can't take person's viewpoint from them at no point in time. I can't change that. What I will say is, from where I sit and from what I've seen for Akira, this is my 2 cents. And I wish her all the best. And if persons know me, persons may know that I love Akira. But seeing her this way, it's heart wrenching for me. And my one advice to Akira tonight is, there's three options in my viewpoint. Three options. I do believe that you have done your time at your camp and it's not working out for you with that camping. And I've sat and I think about it, and my three options is for Akira is either you're gonna decide to come home or you're gonna decide to move. If you're gonna decide to come home, hopefully I'm just being good at this, easily, nice. If you're gonna decide to come home based on where your contract is, I would say yes, Sandy, me have pick my words carefully because I've been told that I can knock really hard. And so I'm picking my words very carefully. The Akira that I know from high school to now is totally different. Akira never normally lick hurdles. So to see Akira running and hitting hurdles consistently, now match up for me. Now work, it now work for me. So is that you come back home to your high school coach, something. But this now work for me, Akira. You have great talent. You are talented. You are Jamaica's national record holder. Something not right. Me I plead to you, Akira. Something not right.
There's the athletes that are getting medals in this championship have that hunger and that desire that the athletes that we expect to win the medals don't have. Two different. There's a difference. The ones
But
that are
Akira have
winning,
that. That is the thing
which
for me.
no, I have one
Okay, the
question.
question is asked. The question is asked. So me that get there, but come home to who? Come home, and I said that based on our contract, she's Adidas. Come home and go a racers. She would be trained, whether it be speed work from Glenn, and she would be trained by Suel. Suel is up at racers. He's a really good one. He is a really good one. He can. So come home. So if you come home, you want to come home and go for racers. You can go and go get Suel for training operators. This is just my opinion, and this is just me speaking as Latoya, and I really love Akira. Seeing Akira this morning, I mean, brought me to tears. Not coming out of that heat brought me to tears for Akira. I could see the devastation on her, and there's so many things that is
Hold on there.
happening, but I
Hold
could
on
see
there.
the devastation on her. Yeah, let me lose my track, Z. I could see that, and it brought me to tears. If she's gonna come home, she can go to Racers. Racers is a Adidas camp. If she's going to stay, my next two options. So I'm giving the options, and I said I had three. She can maybe decide to go to Lassina Golden Clark, a former hurdler of Jamaica, who has also brought the current world record holder to her prominence. If she don't choose to go there, she can also go to Lennox Graham, who has trained. So I'm making her stay overseas. So you say Akira can do well overseas. Daniel, etc. are still right. So as I'm saying, I was giving the options. Come home if you want to come home. If you're coming home, I would suggest you go to racers. If you're staying, two persons, I would suggest. Or in my mind, I think she can go to Lassina Golden Clark, or she can go to Lennox Graham. Persons who may not know, Lassina Golden Clark coached or coach the world record holder in Tobia Musa. Lennox Graham, former coach of Kingston College, is the coach of the greatest Jamaican hurdler of all time in the sprints. That is Daniel Williams, who has won two. So Lennox Graham has brought Daniel Williams to her prominence. Two World Championship gold medal, a bronze medal, and is the coach who brought her here with her experience and everything to this other World Championship. So those are my options
Can
that
I
I
ask a
would give.
question?
Sure.
Let me ask you some questions now because I'm the host. And a little birdie pinched me. Did Akira skip the training camp where we had a Lennox Graham and our prominent hurdle coaches where she could have gotten some insight of how to maneuver the event in championship?
I what I would say is, in answering your question, what I would say is I never saw any videos or pictures of her being at the camp. I'm not going to say she was not, but because I did not see definitively, I'm not going to say she was not. So, O'Shea said, I better you said that, but not everything can work a yard. That is why, for me, O'Shea, if it's me speaking up, that's why I said I had three options, and I was saying if it is that she want to come home, then the option she coming home would be that one for me. And then if she want to stay overseas, those were my two options. So I gave her three. So I wasn't saying the only choice or the only option she had was to come home. I was just giving
Yeah,
okay, so O'Shea answered your question and said she skipped it like many others. She was working with her coach. And O'Shea, as I said, I'm too
that's where I'm getting at, O'Shea.
and
And that's where I'm getting at. You had your coach, and nothing is wrong with your coach. It's your personal choice to have your coach. But when you have a different outlook, a different visionaries of hurdlers in our camp, and this is the end result, we can now look back and say, what if you had came to camp and get to even
some
have a
little
sit down,
two little
some
two
little
little
some O'Shea, because camp is not mandatory. But the fact of the matter tonight is that she did not make the finals. So we can say anything that we want, and as not even an assumption.
no, Xavier, remember me say me a take time and slap her no. So
No, no,
hold on,
me
hold
nah,
on. Just take time and slap her, they
no,
can't slap her.
me nah beat her. Me I beat the process of O'Shea and say a lot miss. But I can say
O'Shea
tonight.
said O'Shea said working with her coach wasn't the reason for her hiccups. O'Shea, me and you have to talk half a year. Come me tell you, say me have to pick your word them boys.
Yeah,
Me
but
finish.
no, O'Shea, you find excuse for everybody tonight. Look like a your personal assistant. Everything we say, you said no, and so it go.
All right,
Listen,
O'Shea. You see, working with our coach wasn't the reason for our hiccups. He he brought her. O'Shea, man.
O'Shea, why you would go there with Shelly and Fraser Price? It's not about who medal. She didn't make the final.
O'Shea, Akira for me never used to lick hurdles. And Akira for you, O'Shea, that you know. So O'Shea, me and you talk. Akira that you know, like what you say,
No,
All right.
hold on there, Latoya. Hold on. Because you're O'Shea talk. Just as though I respect your opinion, I have my opinion. Me cannot talk foolish. But on my viewpoint is that whichever way you want to coin the sentence, or whichever way you want to put it, you have to be understanding that when stuff happen, we can be very critical of it and we can critique it because there were things that was put in place and it wasn't taken and wasn't used. So we can say that's a contributing factor. We're not saying that's the only factor. And we can
O'Shea,
all assume.
O'Shea, you said every fast race she ran this season, she had her coach there. Answer me one question. The Akira you knew out of in high school, not hitting hurdles, to the Akira coming up into the senior ranks. Akira at NCAAs, so we're moving along. Akira now, is that the same Akira? Because for me, this Akira hitting so many hurdles so many times is not. Yes, Akira is faster now. Yes. And that is why at one point I said in one of our shows that leaving Akira with the flat, leave it alone because she's faster and she doesn't know at this point how fast, because of how fast she is, to control that between the hurdles. And that is my problem. Knowing that Akira is faster now, I don't feel like her coach got her to the point of teaching her to control her her speed between those hurdles, because that's what caused the problem for her in these major championships. Her speed between Daniel Williams is fast over the flat. We know this. But the difference is that Daniel Williams was taught, or Daniel Williams know how to control that speed between the hurdles. If I may say this one thing, and I never wanted to go there, for me, the Akira that I'm seeing now last year and this year, I feel like, and this is me, I feel like at the last minute, when it's too late, her team, whomever it is changing her technique at the wrong time. And that also contributes to a downfall of Akira Nugent. This is my opinion based on what I have watched and rewatched her, especially this season. Something in Akira's technique when we come to the championships, and I say championships, we're talking about world indoors, we're talking about the national trials, we're talking about Olympics, we're talking about um, world championship. Something about these championships when she gets here about her technique, for me personally, have changed and have caused a problem for her. And that's the reason I gave three suggestions. If it is that you think you want to come home, my suggestion is there. You want to stay in America, because I'm not saying come home, because not every time you come home it works. We have seen it happen. I'm just saying if you want to come home, that's my option. That's why Daniel made the same error in the finals. So what are you saying? Hitting her, this is a part of the game. Hitting her, this is a part of the game. How many times or how often does Daniel do that? Comparing to Akira Nugent. Every time Akira comes to a championship, she comes to the championship and hits those hurdles
This year.
because not just this year, last year it happened, because her technique changes when she gets to the
Well,
championship.
well, well.
Akira,
This year, well, this year when Akira come to the line, you're not sure which Akira you're gonna get. Oshe, I spoke about this. I want to tell me, say me attack, I'm a rough on her. Immaturity came out, and it keep coming out. Me talk about race
Actually,
first.
I don't agree with you. Earlier on, I don't agree with this statement. Earlier on in the show, I said that one of the things that I realized that I loved is that I found that there are athletes, especially field athletes, were saying that the coaches that were a part of the training camps assisted or gave adjustments to some things. So not necessarily sure about being at the camp didn't do much for any of the athletes. I heard Samantha Hall spoke about that. I saw we just spoke about the jumper guy, spoke about that. We saw Julian Robinson getting into Samantha and all of that. It does give cool some things come from it. So I won't say that. But as we say, Akira need to
Okay,
just figure
okay.
out that.
Guess
Did it
what?
miss
Let's.
just fix Toby with her speed issue? That is the
Of
reason
course.
why I suggested if she's gonna come home, that's where she would go. So she would be able to work with Glenn and also get to work with Suel that is up there for hurdles. For hurdles. So I'm not telling her she must come home, I was giving her the options. You brought up a good point that contradicts what Xavier said about not attending the camp. Last minute changes might and most likely will occur. But for me, over the past 2 years with Akira, I feel like, or what I have seen, is that something about her technique changes when she comes to the global championships. I mean, for the past 5 years, and I'm not. How can I say this? I'm not speaking about Akira as something about Akira for past 2 years have changed. I've watched Akira over the years. For the past 5 years, Akira was hitting hurdles like she's hitting now. Hitting hurdles is a part of the hurdles game. It's a part of the game. It's a part of the event. But to be consistently hitting them like that, I don't know. Something is just off for me with her. I don't know what it is, but something is off for me with her. O'Shea said you don't know where and when you'll hit hurdles in championships. It's a different circumstances to navigate. Look at Masai. That is true.
Well, Oshe, statistics have shown that Akira hit the hurdles in every championship.
Much of the field athletes who went there had their own coaches there. Me just did Toby hasn't gotten anything special from racers except
Oshe,
training
Oshe,
and
Oshe, you're
mentors.
evil.
Have
Oshe,
any
you're
fasting
evil.
and no, O'Shea. She said
Oshe,
that
you're
she is.
evil.
O'Shea,
Oshe,
she
Oshe,
said that she is, and she said that it was a conscious decision between she and Lassina Golden Clark to make the decision to do what she did and stuff. O'Shea, come on, O'Shea, man. Come
Osh,
on, O'Shea. We
Osh,
are giving
Osh,
you, man.
O'Shea,
But guess
O'Shea,
what,
because
O'Shea?
no, with the part O'Shea girl, O'Shea gonna find every argument in the book tonight to defend Akira.
But then again, O'Shea, I'm not saying
And we are not against Akira. We are just disappointed, and we have all
O'Shea,
right to be disappointed.
O'Shea, again, I'm not telling Akira that she have to come home. I'm just sharing a thought space that there are options out there, and I was just giving three options based on what I see and think. I'm not a coach. I'm not an athlete. I don't do track. I'm just Pat. She got a bronze medal in indoors, and that gold medal was hers also. So, unless you're right, and that bronze medal was hers, that gold medal was hers also. But I don't know. But then we saw the first round until Toby runs 12-12 or faster, nothing has changed much. Remember, I said Toby did have issues and stuff and dealing with that. So if you're going to say, all right, may I leave it right there, so may I leave it right there, so I'm not going to say something, or may I leave it right there, so because that's our another, yeah. You might be onto something though about a change of camp because watching her in college and transition to professional is not working out. I
Can I
thank you so much, Rudy, for seeing what I
can
was saying.
can I ask a question, Latoya? Don't get yourself in any trouble. Can the sponsorship team that she has?
Don't get me in no
No,
trouble.
hold on. It's just a general. Can the sponsorship team that she has or athletes on a whole have make them too comfortable that they just complacent?
Me never run track and me never get one sponsorship contract, so I don't know how to
Okay.
answer that question. I don't have a lot of money. Me talk much, but me is not a lawyer. We move right along. After the 100-meter hurdles, we saw the 1500 meters men qualification. First six, we had two heats, and boy, them long distance here is becoming a sprint. I tell you,
these are
sprint, sprint,
these
sprint.
are good events to watch.
Yeah, man, a sprint. Them you have to watch sprint, 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 sprint. After we saw the semifinals for the women's 100-meter hurdles, the only thing that left happened in the day, in the morning, which made me went to work late, you know, and stuff. Now and again, we saw the finals happen. And from that, a national record came forth in 12:24 from the Taji Kabunji of Switzerland. Excitement, 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 because nobody saw her winning. Nobody saw her winning that, but she came through. As we said, the hurdles change rapidly, like how a lot of persons drink water every day. So kudos to the Taji Kabunji. Congratulations to her. National record 12:24. Great race, great run, everything. Tobia Musan 12:29. Big run from her for me also to get that silver medal. Great Stark, first global. Big run from her also, 12:34. Just edging out the Olympic champion Masai Russell in 12:44. That race was a really good race. We saw the Polish athlete coming through with 12:49 for a season best. Likewise, we saw Devin Charlton running 12:49 for sixth. Daniel Williams 12:53 for seventh, and Nadine Vissier 12:56. I mean, we saw what happened in that race. It's so unpredictable. Daniel Williams hitting the first two hurdles and just couldn't recuperate from that, but she that was able to finish the complete race and earn herself a spot in the race instead of stopping and stuff. Kudos to her. Good going for her also. Tuffy said, I think Tuffy is talking about Kabunji, wasn't even in our top five, and she win. because 110 hurdles is so unpredictable these days. The women show up, show out, and do what they have to do, and just somebody have to win. Somebody have to win. Somebody have to win. Somebody definitely have to
Well,
win. You said well, Xavier?
well, it brought down the curtains on day number three.
I mean, they're
Um,
number three, as Douglas said, 12:56 for last. What a finals! I mean, everybody in there, 8 ladies, went sub 13 seconds.
yeah.
What a
So it
finals!
was a
Not the finals that we
it was
would
a,
have wanted, but yeah,
it's a good finals. I mean, we still have some exciting times to come. Um, we we tend to expect a lot from our athletes, and I guess track and field tartnet gives you the space to just share your disappointment, not to beat the athletes or talk down to them, but at least give you the opportunity to share your disappointment in your language. If you come from Africa, you come from down the Caribbean country, whatever dialect you want to put it in, if you know speak standard English, or if you're educated and speak proper English, or the Queen's
stands
English,
on English.
standard English, we do able to share our disappointment. I was disappointed, but being disappointed, it gets you to start thinking critical. When stuff don't happen, when anything in life doesn't happen, you go back to the drawing board and you criticize it, and you start analyzing it from point A to point B. Just like anything else in life, you're going to analyze it, and for you to come up with reasons, it's okay, but also you have to allow persons to analyze it from their perspective. For me and Akira is, I just don't know which one to show up at the line, and just that's just for me this season with Akira, because this week she'll give you the best race. Couple days time, she will not give you anything. So it's unfortunate, but the best thing that will happen to track and field in 2026, these athletes will have to race if they want a payday.
Very
From
much.
the 1st of September to August 31st next year, in order for you to get a payday in the ultimate championship, and you're not the Olympic or world champion, you gotta run next season. So as person says, she'll come back stronger. She can't sit and don't win and expect to get paid. That payday
Shawud,
meaning that you have to run.
Shawud is asking a question saying, what evidence do we have that Akira is complacent? She could be underperforming for a variety of reasons. Where well, I didn't say she's complacent. I just said something is up, and um, she's underperforming for some reason. Some reason it has to be some reason, because it's not the Akira that we are used to, or it's not the Akira that I'm used to. I'm not used to Akira hitting hurdles so consistently. I'm used to Akira clearing hurdles clearly. I mean, Akira in high school is clearing senior hurdles in high school. So therefore, in class one, running hurdles, Akira is clearing them smoothly because Akira learned how to clear these senior hurdles that she's running over now from high school before she's even in class one. So seeing her struggling for the past 2 years to clear these hurdles comfortably and well, I am concerned for her. And that's the reason why I came to that thought space that something is wrong, or that they are changing her technique or something at the wrong time. So that's where I gather my thoughts from. I've been watching Akira in high school for a long time. Kabunju winning is shocking. That she got a medal is not right. So I had her to medal, but not necessarily the goal. So that's what is shocking. She ran a brilliant race with a season best, a personal best, a national record, not too long ago. That's what she used and win. Akira is gonna get it right in 2026. I am here for it. Fingers, hands, toes, everything. I personally is here for it. I just want her to win, get it right, fix what needs to be fixed, correct what needs to be correct, because there is things that needs to be corrected. I am three of four with medals. So now I'm relying on my sub to give me the 12th medal, which is the men's 4x4. Okay. Okay, Tuffy. Sponsors has sponsored athletes have a few less excuses. They have the help so they can, and it is expected that they should perform. Magnolia, thank you so much for that comment. I agree with you with that. O'Shea said Akira has well disclosed low back issues, and yet we forget that. I personally don't forget that. I personally don't forget the 2 foot them will never make one. We used to run and knock up, so like how Kevona Davis foot used to knock up. And then I remember when our coach Chiz at Excelsior carried her foot to where it's at, having Akira clearing senior hurdles in high school before she's at class one. So maybe you're saying that my expectation of Akira Nugent is too far high, but for the past 2 years, I feel it
But
for Akira.
O'Shea,
Um,
O'Shea, can I ask a question? I'm being done tonight. I'm gonna behave like me not no sense. Me not no sense. Me not no track and feel sense. So you just said Akira have disclosed low back issues. Did she run the national record with the same issues?
yeah.
Okay.
But he said we need to do thorough research and find out the real issues and don't just go for their heads, just saying. I'm
We're
not
not
going
going
for
for nobody
Akira.
head.
No, no, I'm the one that is speaking about Akira. So let me just say to O'Shea, truthfully, I'm really not going for Akira head, O'Shea. I really am not. I'm just trying to say to her that, hey, you are better than what you are doing now. Douglas said Akira will be back and better in 2026. I'm really not going for her head. And O'Shea, when I finish this call, you are going to be my personal call that I make tonight for you to understand that I'm really not going for her. Trust me on that, O'Shea. And I don't go for athlete's head like that. I'm not going for her head. I'm just heartbroken to see what is happening to her and really want the best of her to come forth. I really am. Trust me on that. I really am. Even those athletes with help from clubs, they get some decent support. Akira is having brain freeze anxiety. I don't know if that's what it is. But I mean, I talk on the level of the technique that is just not coming out for me, Addis. But Addis, maybe you also may know something different. Remember that agents and managers run things. Who said that? Tuffy? Wow. Low
Yes,
back
yeah.
pain with radical symptoms you won't understand. Try get her on your platform and she'll tell you. Addis, oh, Steve said, Addis, that's why investing in sports psychologists is so important. Sometimes being in that stadium can be overstimulating, and there are ways to get that under control. Xavier Duncan, once a condition like that gets flare, it affects her competition.
O'Shea, remember tonight, man of the devil. Me I just the dunce. Dunce back of the class. Me not have no sense. Me just ask the random question them. Back of the class tonight because I'm just asking you questions because you're making you you are the expert. I'm at the back of the class. I may ask. But you have play devil's advocate in that you only saying what you want to say to defend you. If Akira is injured, nothing is wrong to come out and say, you know what, world, I'm injured, but I'm still going to try my best. So you defending her, it's all good and dandy, but an athlete have the responsibility too to say, this is what I'm doing, and I'm doing it under immense pressure. Because until you can disclose what is going on, persons will always going to be critical about your performance. Am I still there? Sandy, let me know if you're hearing me. I'm not
So
hearing anybody.
good night, everyone. We have Errol on the line that would like to chime in a bit, so we can take his
Yeah.
word. You can go ahead, Errol.
Yes. Good night. Yes. Good night, everyone. I'm just here, listening. I'm hearing the issue regarding what is going on there, but more specifically as it pertains to the hurdles and more specifically Arterial Nugent. Um, I think one of the issues is that, and it affects, I think, other athletes there. It has been for some time and it continues where a psychologist, I don't know if there's one in the camp, but and I don't think in terms of affordability having them a psychologist as a part of your team being their professional, if that's really that issue is there. But I think some of it contributing factor is their mental, state of mind, having preparing them for these big championships and so on. Also, I think are the hurdles, the height of the hurdles same from high school into when you become professional? Are the heights the same?
No, the heights are not the same. Class one heights is
Um,
different.
so high school. So in class one, you say class one as in you mean the class 3 or 2 height is lower than the class one.
Right.
I am not familiar with the technicalities of these. I am just listening, and I thought that as a layperson, probably I can garner some information more on these events also. So the class one hurdle is higher than the other 2 classes.
Right. So as you go up, the hurdles go up with you. But so the
I
senior
understand.
hurdles is
So the
different from
professional one.
professional women hurdles is different from the class one hurdles. Likewise, professional male hurdles is different. The height is different from the
Yeah.
class one boys, which would have been the highest for high school.
Oh, I'm surprised that I thought that it was the high school hurdles are the same, and then the senior hurdles in the when they become professional is it's a different height. I didn't know there were actually 2 different heights in the high school for the class one. Okay, yes. I saw her run in the heats, and I saw her although she qualified for this final. I thought that you can know when someone is just trying to make it to the next round, or someone who is comfortable, who is confident. I did not see that. She made it through, but I thought that she made it through like it was something was not right, and I thought that okay, because I know a lot has been said of her, the expectations and all of these are on her shoulder, and as I say, I don't follow it much, but what I saw was someone who was either struggling from that. I saw it that something was not fluid in how she participated. And I said, okay, then maybe it's just the jitters there of the occasion. Let's see the next. So when she didn't make it to a final, I was saying it to someone, say, I really saw it from the first, from the eats that, something I don't know much about her, but because of what has been said, expectations of her, I thought that it would be different. And so I was not too I was not too surprised, honestly. And then to see her, I felt it really. Was almost heartbroken when see her there sitting there in the what they call it the cold with where they wait until
To
the
see if they
persons
qualified, right? The holding
yes,
area.
oh my god.
Could see the tears in her
When she was
eye.
there and the camera was on her and oh my god, I felt it so much to see that someone who and the other persons, I think Shakira, what's her name?
Shakari
The 100
did
meter.
right went there
Yes,
also.
it's hard for these athletes, all of them, but more so for those who are favorites who are high expected. They are expected to perform well, and they are sitting there waiting for time for the small cues. It's really heartrending. So I'm just expressing. I'm here listening. I enjoy your the content, your program, and I'm here listening, and that's my 2 cents on it, just to express what I felt, and I'm enjoying it. And I will sit here and listen to what is said. Okay.
No problem. Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate you coming on to share your thoughts space anytime you're ready.
Okay, my dear. Thank you, guys, both of you.
Okay,
All
thank you
right.
too.
Bye bye.
Bye. So, guys, I want to correct what I just said. Thank you also, Miller. The female class one height and the professional height is the same. However, for the males, that's what I was mixing up with. For the male class one height, the boys run 39 inches and the professionals run 42 inches. So that's where the difference comes in. The female heights at class one and the senior ladies is the same, but the male class one is 39 and the senior men is 42 inches. So I stand corrected on that, right? So those are my 2 cents on Akira, and just continue to give her grace and wish her the best and everything that comes forth. And I look forward to her in 2026. As we move on, we move into day number 4. What we will see in day number 4 is that the opening session will basically start at 5:35 Jamaican time with the men's 800 meters, and Jamaica have 2 men in that 800 meters heats. There will be 70 heats, and it will be the first 3 qualifying from that. In heat number 4, we'll have the national champion, who is currently now the national record holder, in Tyrese Taylor. He will run from heat number 4, and in heat number 6, right, in heat number
Yeah,
6.
heat number six, yeah, Novaski.
Right. In heat number 6, we will have the former national record holder in Navaski Anderson running from heat number 6. And as I say, it will be the first 3 from each heat, which is 7 heats. So we wish them all the best tomorrow morning going into that. We will also be having the women's triple jump happening tomorrow. There will be 2 qualifications, heat sections or heats or groups, and the qualifying mark for that is 14.35. And we will see the sorry, Shanika Ricketts jumping from Group A for us tomorrow morning, and
Yeah.
also, right,
Yeah, Group A for Shanika Ricketts and Akila Smith and
in Group B.
B,
Akila Smith will
B,
be
yeah.
up in Group B. So the
Yeah.
qualifying mark to look for is 14.35, and then the best 12 qualifiers from that will go up into the final. So we also wish the ladies all the best. We can be critical of Akira without seemingly impugning her commitment. That's true. The men's high jump final will be happening tomorrow morning. You know, we spoke about Mr. TikToker, the TikTok boss. The TikTok boss will be jumping into the finals. He has jumped into the finals, danced into the finals comfortably, and will be jumping tomorrow morning. And we wish him all the best. He has the potential to basically jump for a medal. So we wish him all the best as he fly that flag high. The semifinals for the men 110 hurdles, there will be 3 semifinals, and the first 2 will qualify, and the fastest 2 will also move on. In heat number 1, we'll have Santos of Brazil running from lane number 2, Sasa Zoya of France, lane number 3. We have Dylan Beard, US, lane number 4. Jing Lu of China, lane number 5. We have Enrique of Spain, 6. Orlando Bennett will run in this heat from lane number 7. We'll have Nomoto in lane number 8 and Mion from Germany in lane number 9. We'll have 3 heats, and then in semi-final number 2, semi-final number 2 from lane number 2, we'll have Rodriguez of Brazil, Cordell Tinch of the United States, We'll have Zhu of China. We'll also have Simonelli of Italy coming from lane number 5. Jason Joseph of Switzerland in lane number 6. We'll have the France men from lane number 7. Demario Prince will run out of lane number 8 for Jamaica. And we'll have Dissel running out of lane number 9. Heat number 3, the final heat, we'll have Job of Netherlands, lane number 2. We'll have Tharp of the US. We'll have Just of France. Tyler Mason will run from lane number 5. We'll have Chen of China in 6. We'll have the Japan athlete in lane number 7. Grant Holloway will run out of lane number 8. And rounding out that heat, we'll have the Senegal athlete coming from lane number 9. That happens at 6:40 Jamaica time, which is 7:40 American time. Then they'll move on to the men's hammer throw will happen for their finals. I think that's going to be an exciting final also for the men's hammer throw. Once it is that they're showing to us, we can take a peek into that. The women's 400 meters semifinals will come up after that. This has 3 heats and it is the first 2 followed by the 2 fastest. Jamaica actually have 3 women, all 3 women into the semifinals. And in heat number 1, we have the Great Britain athlete of Mary John. We have Sada Williams of Barbados, Alia Butler of the United States, Natalia of Poland, Marlady Paulino of Dominica Republic will be running out of lane number 6. We have Jagger of Norway, and we also have Wadlin of Haiti, and Dijonay Oakley will run from lane number 9. That's the first Jamaican in heat 1, running out of lane number 9. In heat number 2, we'll have Victoria of Great Britain. We'll have Johnson of Bahamas. We'll also have Mercy of Kenya. Salwahid Nasser will run from lane number 5, followed by Isabella Whitaker of United States in lane number 6. Stacey and Williams with a new personal best coming into this will run from lane number 7. And then we'll also round out that with Lila Klaver of Netherlands from lane number 8 and Gomez of Cuba in lane number 9. Semifinals number 3, we'll have Paula Silva of Spain from lane number 2, Charlene of Ireland. We have Milox of Russia will be out there. We also have Martina of Chile. Amber Annin will be running out of lane number 6 from Great Britain. Nikisha Price, the national record holder, will run from lane number 7. Sydney McLaughlin will now be in lane number 8, running for the United States. And Himida from Egypt will be running from lane number 9. That is 3 semifinals set up. I don't know. So Tuffy said if Romain Beckford gets a medal, he will dance some TikTok gifts. He will dance and get some TikTok gifts. Top of the screen, top of the screen, top of the screen. I agree. TikTok boss, man. Price needs to focus on her race and not try to chase Sydney so she can qualify. I agree on that one with Nikisha Price. She just have to just track Sydney McLaughlin and just go into it and do what you need to do. And remember, says top 2 and just get there and leave something in there
Can
for
I
to come.
point something out? You know, Price is faster than Sydney over the distance.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that is what that's the thing. That's why Tuffy is saying Nikisha Price just need to focus on her race and not try to go with Sydney. Just focus on your race and do what you have to do and just get into the finals and then you do what you need to do because we know you can do it. The men's 400 meter semifinals will be followed. Same way, 3 heats, first 2 and 2 to qualify. We have Ibrahim in heat number 1 of Qatar. We have Samuel of Great Britain, Malan of Hungary. Christopher Bailey will run from lane number 5 for the US. We have Lee of Botswana. Nene will run from lane number 7 for South Africa. Holder for Australia will run from lane 8. And Bovel McPherson of Jamaica will run from lane number 9 in heat number 1. We then move on to heat number 2. We have Furlan will run from lane number 2. We have Buksang of Botswana. We have Charles Dobson of Great Britain. Jacor Patterson for the United States will run from lane number 5. He will have in his side Jareem Richards of Trinidad and Tobago, who will then have Rasheen McDonald, the national champion, the national record holder of Jamaica, in lane number 7. And then Pile will run for lane number 8 for South Africa, and Scotty of Italy will run from lane number 9. In the final heat of the semi-final, we'll have Matthew Hutton Smith running from lane number 2 for Great Britain. Delana Kennedy, the other Jamaican, will run from lane number 3. Kirani James will be in lane number 4. Neduri of Botswana will be in lane number 5. McCray of United States in lane number 6. Yukri, the Japanese athlete, lane number 7. Vernon Norwood will run from lane number 8. And Samung Congo will run from lane number 9. And that rounds out the 3 semifinals for the men's 400 meters. Price will be able to see Sydney, and that is the reason why she needs to run her race and track Sydney and then do what she needs to do. The lane 9, them wicked bad. It's based on the times that they ran in the heats that ended up getting them in their time and the lanes for the semifinals. But it bad. If Stacey and Nikisha make the final, I am going to cry. I'm so rooting for them. I have them both making the finals. It's just a pity that the semifinal that Dejane Oakley is in is a hard one for her not to maybe make the finals. But I never count her out. But I do have both Nikisha Price and Stacey Williams into the finals, and I would love for them to be into the finals because anything is possible. I mean, Stacey and Williams running new personal best of running sub 50 gives her also the application to basically, you know, do what she can do if possible and all of that which is there. After the men's 400 meters, we will then move into the women's 1500 meters. Ooh, this I believe will be a nice race to watch. I mean, the 1500-meter final will have, Faith Kipiegan will be in this. It's going to be a ding dong battle, something to watch, something to take in because it's going to be an exciting one. And then the day number 4 will round out with the men's 110-meter hurdles final. Based on what happened in the semifinals, that's what we will see lining up into the finals for day number 4. Xavier, that's a good roundup of the days and a roundup of what is to come and what we are supposed to be looking forward to for tomorrow morning for day number 4.
Definitely. We have a full. I guess everybody can make early or late start because you have to go up early from watch it from the start to the end because it's fun filled. Um, we call it championships. We're gonna put the disappointment of this morning or today and go into day 4 to see if we can revive our medal tally all over again. Um, so it's not a bad day. I think day 4 will bring us a few more medals. Maybe
Sophie,
another medal.
Sophie saying that the men's 400 is where we can pull the biggest upset, although they haven't ran 43 plus this year. Bovell and McDonald are in a good position to pull upset and be in the final. I agree. I agree. And then therefore, Howard is saying I feel like 2 Jamaican might make the 110 finals. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for 2 or even 3. Because the Americans not looking good as you earlier opened and said. So we just keep our fingers crossed. That's based on their semi and their lanes. Definitely. Guys, it's been 2 hours, and we are honored to have you guys sticking and staying with us no matter what time it is when we go live. Definitely look out for us again tomorrow evening, same time, 7:30, where we will go live and talk about roundup for day number 4 as we continue to move in and watch the medal tally and the medal predictions as they go along. Because so we're going to get to the relays and we know we won't need to get there, but we're just taking our times and gradually go down with them as they come and stuff. So therefore, we will definitely be back here with you tomorrow at 7:30. If it is that you have not yet follow us on Facebook. Please remember to do so. Follow us on our Facebook page at Track and Field Talknet. You can just scan the QR code and it takes you right into it. If you are here and just for the first time and have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, we ask you to do so. And we also ask you to share it with someone, a family member, a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend that great things is happening over here at Track and Field Talknet to support the thing that is happening. It's a sports that we love and we enjoy doing it day in, day out. Welcome to Tokyo, and this is Latoya Clyde tuning in from Jamaica for Track and Field on it, taking you live to Tokyo. Have yourself a wonderful evening. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you all, wherever it is that you join us from. We're happy that you are able to be here with us as we continue to do this each day, each morning, and each time. We thank you so much.